2016, Manchester City had just crashed out of the Champions League, eliminated from the FA Cup, barely scraped fourth place in the Premier League. 8 years later, everything had changed. 19 major trophies, records shattered, the very fabric of football transformed. But for this revolution to happen, they needed a genius, a visionary capable of turning dreams into dominance. That man was Pep Guardiola. This is the story of how one manager moved to the hardest league in world football and turned it into his personal playground. To understand Pep's revolution, we must rewind to September 23, 2008, the day Manchester City was purchased by Abu Dhabi billionaire Sheikh Mansour. Overnight, hope ignited across the blue side of Manchester. Fans had watched Chelsea transform from mediocrity to European powerhouse after their takeover. Now, another superpower had landed in England. The ambition was clear: overthrow United as the Premier League's most dominant club. City's newfound wealth brought elite talent: Sergio Aguero, Yaya Touré, David Silva, Vincent Kompany. In 2012, this exciting young side dramatically clinched their first Premier League title in the final minutes of the season. But despite massive spending, managers struggled to build consistency. One title in 4 years, Champions League embarrassments against Barcelona and Real Madrid, group stage exits that left supporters devastated. By 2015-16, after defeats to Liverpool, Leicester, and Tottenham, the dream of becoming England's dominant force was fading, until whispers emerged of a Catalan tactical genius. Pep Guardiola's tiki-taka football at Barcelona and Bayern Munich had been breathtaking. 7 seasons, 6 league titles, 2 Champions League trophies. When he announced his Bayern departure, every elite club wanted him. United, AC Milan, Barcelona, traditional dynasties were convinced he joined them. But Guardiola chose differently. He decided to build a dynasty instead. In February 2016, the announcement dropped. Pep Guardiola would become Manchester City manager. From this moment, football would never be the same. But Guardiola arrived at a time of Premier League chaos. Jose Mourinho had just been appointed Manchester United boss. The pair had history, bitter rivalries from Barcelona versus Real Madrid days, drama, fallouts, bruising tackles. And there was another nemesis waiting: Jurgen Klopp. The towering German tactician had masterminded victories over Pep's Bayern Munich while at Borussia Dortmund. 4-2, 3-0, 2-0 defeats that exposed vulnerabilities in Pep's system. Now both rivals were in England, ready to stop him again. Many pundits doubted Pep's beautiful passing football could survive rainy trips to Stoke. For the first year, they seemed right. If you're enjoying this story of one of football's greatest transformations, smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss another incredible football story like this one. Guardiola's City wasn't built for his vision. Goalkeeper Joe Hart couldn't play with his feet. The defense was shaky. He needed changes. He signed Claudio Bravo, John Stones for $55 million, Ilkay Gundogan, Leroy Sané, a total summer spend exceeding €171 million. Could Guardiola replicate his Barcelona and Bayern glory in England's toughest league? City started strong, 6 straight wins, including victory over Mourinho's United. But October arrived, and Guardiola endured his toughest spell yet. 2-0 defeat to Tottenham, frustrating draws. Barcelona destroyed them 4-0 in the Champions League. By 2017, City sat 5th. Guardiola had lost to Mourinho in the League Cup. Pressure mounted. Then came a humiliating 4-0 thrashing by Everton. He reacted, signing Brazilian wonderkid Gabriel Jesus, but the season remained inconsistent. Draws against Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal, and United. Defeat to champions Chelsea. Knocked out of the FA Cup by Arsenal. Shocked in the Champions League by Monaco. Guardiola's first season ended trophyless. But this failure became his most important year. He'd learned the holes in his squad, adjusted to the Premier League's relentless nature. With a massive summer ahead, everything was about to change. City's board backed their manager with millions. Kyle Walker from Tottenham, $52 million. Benjamin Mendy and Bernardo Silva from Monaco. Goalkeeper Ederson from Benfica, who could pass like a midfielder. Aymeric Laporte for a jaw-dropping €65 million. Total spending, €250 million. In 2 seasons, nearly $500 million invested. This was do or die for Pep. The 2017-18 season revealed a noticeably different City. Tactical switches, Walker and Danilo providing width, 6 players pushing forward during attacks, 5-0 demolition of Liverpool, 2-0 victory over champions Chelsea. Then came an incredible record-breaking run, 18 straight wins, 6-0, 5-0, 7-2, 4-1 thrashings of opponents. By New Year, City had beaten every Big Six club and scored 63 goals in 20 matches. But if anyone could bring Pep back to earth, it was Klopp. At Anfield, Liverpool's relentless pressing led to a 4-3 victory. The wound would haunt Guardiola. When they met again in the Champions League quarterfinals, Anfield was volcanic, hostile, City players shaken even before leaving their bus. Liverpool won 3-0, then 2-1 in the second leg. The European dream was crushed, but domestically, City were unstoppable. 100 points, 106 goals, goal difference of plus 79, all Premier League records. They'd won the League Cup too. The double was complete. Concerns about Guardiola's football translating to England? Vanquished. But Pep hungered for more. Liverpool was strengthening. City would need to be even better. The 2018-19 season became arguably the greatest title race in Premier League history. City won 13 of their opening 15 fixtures, yet they led Liverpool by just 2 points. The pressure intensified when shock defeats gave Liverpool a 7-point lead before they met at the Etihad in what was dubbed the Premier League final. City won 2-1 by the tiniest margin. John Stones' goal line clearance, millimeters from crossing, prevented Liverpool from taking a point. Had the ball spun once more, Liverpool would have won the title. But City seized their lifeline. They won all but one of their final 17 matches, 98 points, beating one of England's greatest teams by a single point. Still, Champions League glory eluded Pep. Tottenham knocked them out in dramatic fashion. Klopp lifted Liverpool's 6th European Cup. The following season saw Liverpool finally break through domestically. City finished 18 points behind, knocked out by Lyon in the Champions League quarterfinals. For a team so accustomed to winning, it wasn't good enough. Guardiola did what he knew best. He reinvented his team. Signed Ruben Dias for $71 million, Nathan Ake for $45 million. And he transformed his tactics again. João Cancelo and Zinchenko deployed as inverted fullbacks, Rodri controlling matches from defensive midfield, Ruben Dias's leadership elevating John Stones to new heights. It was tactical genius, driven by a desire to regain the Premier League and finally conquer Europe. City won 19 of 21 matches between December and May. League title secured. League Cup won. They crushed Dortmund and PSG en route to their first Champions League final against Chelsea. But the 2021 final didn't go as planned. Guardiola overthought it, starting without Rodri. City lost 1-0. The Champions League dream forced to wait another year. The following season brought another Premier League title, but everyone wanted that European trophy. In 2021-22, City reached the Champions League semi-finals against Real Madrid. 2-0 up in the first leg, 1-0 up in the second with 90 minutes played. The final was secured. Then came the unimaginable. Rodrigo scored twice in 90 seconds. Benzema's extra-time penalty completed the comeback. City crashed out, hearts shattered. Another Premier League title followed, but the agony remained. Guardiola returned to the lab one more time. If you're enjoying this story, smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss another story like this one. The answer? Erling Haaland, the towering Norwegian goal machine. 62 Bundesliga goals in 67 games. Many questioned whether he'd fit Guardiola's system. By game week 13, Haaland had 17 Premier League goals. The doubts evaporated. This time, everything aligned. City demolished Bayern 4-1, Real Madrid 5-1. In the final against Inter Milan, Rodri's strike secured a 1-0 victory. The treble was complete. Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. City had matched Sir Alex Ferguson's United, the only English club to achieve this feat. 4 consecutive Premier League titles followed, the first club ever to accomplish this. Critics who once doubted whether Guardiola could conquer England now questioned if he'd made it too easy, turned it into a farmers' league. Guardiola had done the impossible. He'd arrived to skepticism and transformed the Premier League into his masterpiece. 19 major trophies, records obliterated, the beautiful game redefined. And the revolution? It's far from over.